Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great, whether it be night or day, wherever you are. If you're new, hi, welcome to the channel. And I'm very happy that you are here today for another story that I wrote, which is an Oikawa ex-listener entitled Caring Cuddles. And this is a fixed audio of a video that I have posted a while back, but had to turn into private because there was just so much to fix. But anyways, as always, links for the music used in this video will be down below, and further announcements will be said after the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Soft music played from your phone, covering up the bellowing storm that howled as water spilled mercilessly from the dark cloudy heavens above. You would think that the gloomy night would have reflected your demeanor, but on the contrary, it was the opposite. You found yourself smiling, albeit the unimaginable decibels heard, and let alone the courage that it must have took if one were to stand outside in the rain, or else even open the front door. But seeing where you were now, it wasn't a thought that crossed your mind anytime soon. Oikawa was laying comfortably in between your legs as his arm was draped over one of them. He looked as comfortable as he is where he is, having the time to finally relax his aching body. It was rather quite comical and, well, adorable to see him even having a headband pushing his hair back. A look that he would have been too embarrassed to be caught out in by anyone if ever. But with you, it was simply comforting. This was nice since, truthfully, it had been a while since you saw him fully relax like this, and maybe because it had also been a while since the two of you were given the rare opportunity to spend time with each other like this. Your phone beeped slightly, signifying that it was near the end of its life for this charge, but you didn't mind it that much, finding yourself simply humming along with the music that was playing. It was barely audible, but enough to have made you appreciate how it filled the silence in the background, if it weren't for the constant buzz and the pitter-patter against the roof that the rain made. He too laid still, with his eyes closed, letting only a soft breath serve as a reply to your song. You had the habit of playing with his hair, which he never really complained about, as he too appreciated its calming effect on him, letting the comfort seep further as you stroke its strands carefully, separating any of the pesky tangles that you come across. You two simply waited for some time to pass, as if simply struck in your own little world. The few seconds ticked away at the virtual timer on your screen, finally counting down to 0. With a contented sigh, you carefully peeled off the face mask and gently rubbed the remaining serum into his fine skin. The song finally came to an end as well, and the pause gave a window of opportunity for the rain and thunder to take over, making it sound like the roof was about to take a flight with it into the night. You scared, Tooru? You teased, noticing how both of you were calm even amidst the chaos outside. He chuckled, and as if on cue, a clap of thunder sounded, sending its rumbles through the ground and causing you to jolt slightly. Oikawa stirred on your lap, and if before he peeked at you with only one eye open, now he opened the other fully to look at you.
I'd say you're the one who scared Chibi-chan.
You eyed him, not really expecting any answer to come from the ever so relaxed brunette. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. You said, adjusting his headband the slightest bit as a few strands escaped its hold.
He didn't really mean to. Plus, it did feel kind of good. Did the thunder wake you up?
His hand enveloped yours as he pressed warm kisses on the back of them. He loved your hands, seeing how dainty they were compared to his. No, I've been up this whole time. I'm surprised at how you were too fast asleep to even notice the face mask. You then leaned down, pressing a light kiss to his forehead, to which made him hum in delight. He too loved nights like these, where he didn't have to worry about the next day or anything. Nights where he could freely enjoy the time that he had with you, savoring each second, no matter how long or short-lived. He just adored you. He readjusted himself along with you by pulling your body down to the bed so that your head was actually on a pillow. With quick sudden movements, he got off your lap and the lamp lights were suddenly dimmed. He then laid on your chest as his arms were on your side, each hand holding onto your own. He snuggled close in a futile attempt to imprint you onto his soul, but nonetheless, he was not letting up. He took in a big breath of air and slowly let it out as you tightened your grasp around his hands, feeling how small yours were compared to his and how small you actually were to his sight. You let out a huff of air at this amusement, to which he only hummed. I'm really small, especially when I'm with you, aren't I? You said. You didn't really mean this as literally as it sounded, but rather, he just made you feel so, in a way that when he held you, you could melt into him and remain safe for as long as you pleased. You could barely see, but you could also tell that his feet were barely on the edge of the bed, and most likely hanging off even at his ankles from where he lay.
I can keep you safe when you're this size. Just the perfect size to fit right in my arms.
He yawned, crawling beside you, and even began drifting off. Times like these made you remember how you two even met. All the doubts and all the double takes that you had to do, telling yourself that it was simply a listless and unachievable fantasy that you somehow vividly strewn up in your thoughts. But now, as you felt him curl closer with a smile on his lips, you were happy to have been proven wrong. Thanks for being around, Tooru. You chuckled, feeling him hold you closer. Okay, seriously, how long do you plan on keeping me as a pillow? He snuggled further and even jokingly kneaded you like a kitten. Although you knew that even though he was like this, there were some things on his mind.
For as long as I can. I don't know when else I can do this again.
Ah, yes, you forgot of that. His last year before going abroad. His last year in this house with you. You could feel his brows knot even when he buried his face onto yours. You only hugged him tight and caressed his hair once more. Say, Tooru, do you already have your stuff packed? Your flight is next week, right? He then grumbled at the fact that you reminded him. Can't he just stay in this limbo for long? Scratch that.
Can't I just stay?
Sadly, he knew the answer to that.
I only left the important stuff for the week. The rest of the stuff's going to my new home.
You then nodded and reconfirmed his address, making him look back up at you.
Yeah, that's the address. Does this mean you'll come visit?
You paused. Visit? Do you know how expensive that would be? I can't go there for a few days and come back, you know? I don't have that kind of money, okay? He then pouted, looking at you teary-eyed.
I'll be sure to earn something for you to come, you know.
You deadpanned. Tooru, it doesn't change the fact that it's expensive. Besides, I don't think that I can stay here for long when all of my stuff are basically somewhere else now. That kind of made me broke. He then shot up from the bed.
Wait, where is your stuff? Did you get thrown out? Are you, Chibi-chan, are you?
And worse, he didn't even know. You burst out laughing at the expression that he was doing. Calm down, I'm not... Let's just say I'm going somewhere. He grew more worried, but then paused at your smile. Wait.
Wait, do you mean...
You smiled, informing him that your stuff were indeed in his new place and you two were simply waiting to leave. I figured you couldn't sleep without me as a pillow, so I can't really deprive you of rest, now can I? You laughed. He looked at you frozen for a while before lunging and kissing you. You weren't gonna let him go that easy, and he knew that neither was he.
Oh, God, you're the love of my life.
Now, bloops, both of you were calm, and before he picked at, he too loved neck. With quick sudden movements, he got off it. He snuggled close, he adore. Yes, our local door. Chibi-chan? Isn't Chibi-chan? What the Okay, so that was it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. And, again, links will be in the description down below. And also my Discord tag in the About section of my YT, so feel free to DM me if you'd like to interact, and because I'm mostly on there, if you have any original stories that you would like me to read, or links to some personal favorites, as long as I am also given permission, or maybe you have requests for some characters or scenarios, just DM me or place it in the comments down below, and I would definitely love to read them. And if ever in the requests, if I do write them, I hope that I'm able to give them justice. And yeah. Anyways, that's really it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay hydrated, stay safe. Bye.